What's good, YouTube? So I wanted to do a little video series on the Border Patrol application process, and I just wanted to give my review on each of the steps that I have gone through and completed. So today I'm going to start with number one, the entry exam. So this is a step where every applicant has to complete first. And you know, now it's interesting because I've seen that you can do it online these days. But for me, like when I applied, which was about a year ago or so, I had to go to a testing site. So pretty much you get an email after you apply, and then what they do is they kind of review everything, and then you kind of have to take like a little questionnaire. And once they approve of that, they'll send you your scheduling, and you can schedule your exam for the CBP entry exam, and then you can select a location and a time and all that. So you know, I tried to be as prepared as much prepared as possible, and because I know, like in the past too, when I've applied and I've taken it, I wasn't doing so well. So this time, this go around, I really had to step it up. This last time I took it, so that's what I did. So I gave myself 2 months in advance, and pretty much I was going to a testing center, and what I did was I ordered a book from Amazon. Pretty much it was like a test booklet. So it's got like practice questions and answers, and then you know there's stuff that you can look at online. Even on the CBP website, you can kind of look at some of the sample questions they have, review it. But you know, I wanted to have that, the workbook, and I also had an additional practice test online from Peterson. So I did like the trial session, so that way I can, you know, get the practice I needed, and then you know I could unsubscribe so I don't have to keep, you know, paying for it. But anyway, pretty much what the exam is, it's all just logical reasoning. So and it's very lengthy, and they ask the questions specifically based on cases and scenarios that have happened, and they want to see if you can like validly conclude or what can be unvalidly concluded. So at the end of the day, it's just common knowledge. And you know, anyone going into that exam, you know, you want to make sure that you get a good night of sleep, and that you get a good breakfast, and that you have prepared yourself, because the exam, it's very lengthy. They don't ask you a ton of questions. I think for my exam it was like 30 questions, but still, after those 30 questions, your brain is just fried. I'm like, wow. And I was thinking, man, I'm like, there's no way that I have used up this much energy. But you know, in all actuality, I knew I was prepared, so I was confident. And it turns out within like a week or two later, when I got the results, I passed. So I was very happy, and you know, I was excited, but at the same time I was like, you know, I was confident in myself, and that just comes down to the practice. So if you're on that step right now, the best thing you can do is gather any resource that you can have, whether that would be online, you know, practice testing, or there's workbooks on Amazon for Border Patrol entry exam, and then you have the CBP website. Those are the three that I use. I would recommend to anyone as well. And you know, just stay prepared and just be confident, and you will do well on the exam. So that's just my review and my experience that I wanted to share. Feel free to comment below for any questions, or if you want to share your experience, you can reach out to my IG at evantoth_, and you guys have a great day.